You're about to watch another exciting episode of the Dungeon Run, but did you know that you can actually be part of the adventure? Tune in live on Wednesday nights at 6 p.m. Pacific time, and you can make your voice heard and help determine the fate of our adventurers. Hope to see you there.
Keep going.
Welcome to the Dungeon Run, everyone! Yay! The gods have brought us together across different dimensions and times to roll some dice and hopefully laugh with our friends. So let's not disappoint them, shall we? We'll get right into it. We're sponsored by Eldritch Foundry. We talk every episode about all the awesome minis you can create and print with them, and you can see them right here on the show. Gorgeous effects, attire and items, mounts, and so much more. They're also created original adventures just for their customers. Check out Bound by Blood, an original D&D 5e horror adventure for free on their website, and they'll also show you how to create NPCs and monsters to go along with the story. Great idea. Wonderful idea. You can use our discount code, The Dungeon Run, at checkout to get 20% off. Morgan?
We're also sponsored by Die Hard Dice. We love Die Hard Dice. They provide us with such amazing equipment here, and you can get it all at your place as well. Let's see, I mentioned last time, they've got this awesome Enter the Dungeon promotion going on right now, which is a great way for you to get free stuff by doing orders on dieharddice.com. So go on to dieharddice.com right now. You start any order over $40 is free shipping, and past $60, they just start giving you stuff. It's pretty amazing. Go out, check it out, dieharddice.com, and use our coupon code DungeonRun at checkout for a discount on us. Our show is made possible by Patreon. Patreon.com/thedungeonrun is the place to go to for so much amazing extra content. Sorry, there's so many selfies going on around me. It's very...
You think I'm selfieing this close to my face?
That's a good point.
I really love that.
Josephine loves her own chin. For just $5 a month, you can get access to cool behind-the-scenes content in our after-show short rest, exclusive only to the patrons, plus VODs of shows like the Dungeon Cooldown, game nights. At higher levels, you can get free interactivity, and you can become a part of the Patreon exclusive D&D game that I run myself. There's so much amazing stuff. And did we mention, I don't know if we mentioned it last time, but we definitely mentioned it the time before that, we're going to start releasing early episodes to patrons. So if you want to get VODs even a little earlier, basically it's going to work like a Twitch subscription. Go to patreon.com/adungeonrun and don't miss out. I already said the new patrons. There's, again, so much footage being taken around me.
I just look over to you and was like...
I didn't even notice I was doing that. I fully logged off. I was like...
I just looked at her.
It was Otto staring at the city of glass.
I'm sorry. I'm like
Back to
sweating.
Ron for interactivity.
As you might know, we are an interactive show, but maybe you don't know that because you're new here. Well, if you're new here, welcome to a doozy of an episode to join us on.
Catch the VODs.
Catch the VODs. We're an interactive show where you have the chance to affect our story in unique and surprising ways. Use our custom Twitch extension or the link you can find in the About section on our Twitch page, or you can just enter !donate in the chat and get the link that way. Or, as Morgan identified earlier, you could join our Patreon. There's two major ways to help or challenge our players. The first is give advantage or disadvantage to any player at the table or the DM, or you can choose to join the battle between the Force of Light and the Force of Shadow. You can donate to either side through purchase of glimpses and bursts. A glimpse of light or shadow will help a little, while a burst will help a lot on either way. When enough light or shadow has been gathered by either side, a force card will be unlocked. These cards are guaranteed to affect the game in surprising ways, and they get stronger as we go. In addition, during this particular chapter, each burst is related to a phrase of a prophecy. And I forgot to say that the last prophecy was brought to you by Abracadabra.
I think you did say that.
Oh, yeah,
but say it again.
That's right. I said it like a
Abracadabra is
commercial.
amazing.
A commercial. That is correct. I did get it. So that's how the show works. And with that, it's time to step into the unknown. To be or not to be? That, we're told, is the question. But is it? What does it mean? Mortals ask themselves this question subconsciously every second of their lives. It is the spark of forward movement, progression, and the winds of change. The essence of being is the engine of life. KoKo Aldershadow, a Feywild being. Cristobal de la Cruz, the fanciest magical being.
A fancy lad.
Valcorio Lunaris, dragon being.
Accurate.
Octavius Boxcutter, Owlin Shakespeare.
What? So you said that.
Our heroes are now poised at the precipice of being ready for the winds of change.
It would take too long to say all the things
But
you
before we can continue, we must ask what to be or not to be means, and the question is asked of an immortal, or better yet, a god. To be or not to be, when you embody a divine essence, doesn't begin or end with you. It begins and ends with your power, your element, and your choices. The beings who revere you, who fear you, who love you, who hate you, all states of being. It is those powerful opposite states of being that build the framework of the Mekatos's reality. Water hates fire, and earth despises wind. But what if it didn't have to be that way? What if the states of being were changed? But that would be breaking the rules. And as we know, no being in this reality can break the rules. That is, unless you aren't made within the confines of these rules. What if your state of being is a greater one? What is the question then? The only one to ask is our final hero, Eurimara Advalur.
Eurimara.
They who now are. They who now are. The Prince of Seduction.
Oh.
Excuse me?
The Heartbreaker.
Ooh. Okay.
The god
Cool.
of changing tides. And that is where we return to our heroes. We left them in the city of glass, many of them despairing at the end of the world. But there is a god anew, one they know can break the rules. So now it's time to return.
Okay.
You stand before the city of glass. You're just taking the first steps towards the city of glass. And as you get closer and closer to the city, you can see that it is grander than it ever has been. Sparse areas that were unbuilt and in the process of being erected are now full in their beauty. Large towers made of bronze and glass and obsidian in a vast array, similar to, as I have said before, New York City. As you enter the city through the gates, the city is full of soul life. Green.
Are you not entering? What is this?
I'm being very careful.
Okay. I was just wondering.
Yeah,
what
Val
the-
stops before you
If we start approaching, if we're walking forward,
Yeah, I'm just assuming you're walking forward.
Yeah, not so fast.
Are you trapped in one of those glass boxes?
Also, Val hates germs.
You're trying to be serious.
I'm
somewhere.
sorry.
I don't know if I can see my family like that. So can we be very quick and careful about where we're going and how we get there?
This isn't permanent.
I know. I just really don't want to see them as spirits right now.
That makes sense. We'll hurry. If I see a spirit that is a dragonborn spirit, I will divert your attention. However, in whatever means
I will play the bagpipes to signal you and distract you
And we got your back. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. We're going to this. You said the city looks roughly the same from a distance when we first arrived.
Yeah, from a distance, it's not changed much. That you can. The skyline hasn't really changed, or the environment is still the same. But you can tell that work and progress has been made.
It looks nice, nicer.
Much progress has happened.
Yeah.
Guest says with almost a smile on their face.
Yeah. Wait. So we're gonna go see your dad?
Yes, I believe the house of the Lumbral governor would be our good first stop.
Great. We'll just go to your dad's house.
How? Quick question.
Yeah.
About Gonzalo and just not being fully up on. What's he gonna think when we walk in the door with your mom?
I guess.
I don't know if he will remember her.
Right.
I guess we just have to cross that bridge when we come.
Totally.
To it.
Okay. Just
right?
yeah.
Do not tell him unless he knows. Unless let me tell him.
Yeah.
No one.
That is
else.
yours. Yes. You can have that. Absolutely.
You want to lead the way, Cristobal?
Sure.
Do you still have your mask?
Well, the mask disappeared when we left.
Did it disappear? Or did it just lose its power?
I don't think we need him
Disappeared.
anymore.
Yeah, my understanding is it disappeared.
Oh, it disappeared. Well, because I remember you threw your mask in the water.
There specifically did not disappear.
Copy. Okay. Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Which should now sort of
Yeah, I know
be
that makes
reflective of-
sense.
yeah.
Okay.
And also, but
you threw
also
it away.
the metaphor of throwing that mask
Sure.
away. Yeah.
Yeah.
In the water.
Yes.
In the water.
Yeah.
I remember when you did it. I was quite surprised.
Oh my
I didn't know what
god.
I was doing. I was just.
You were looking for a
I
new
was-
god.
I was
You're like,
done with
You
God.
done with that
you
one.
sort of knew what you were doing
You're just
subconsciously,
into
but you
alliteration.
didn't.
Don't you
Josephine
play
has-
innocent
Josephine
with
did
me.
not, but I think
I
Euri
just
had a
wanted to mess
subconscious.
with the. I'm just done with the gods. Done.
Yeah. It's so interesting that
I'm
the
so
most
done.
atheist
And then you
of
got-
us
then
is
you
a god.
Then you went to God.
Everybody make perception checks as you're standing outside.
Oh,
the gates
no.
here.
I'm like, Euri kind of has like a smile on their face. I know it's trying not to cramp the. You know,
Kari, you have advantage from the Black Kari. There it is. Adam, you have advantage from Aberkildabra.
Thank you.
Morgan, you have advantage from the Dungeon Speedrun. Serena,
Thanks,
the Dungeon
DSR.
Speedrun.
Thank
and
you.
Josephine, straight roll as far as I'm concerned, but add 15.
yeah.
Nat 20.
Woo!
15.
18.
15, 16.
DC is 16.
Well, didn't get 8.
Beat it.
You all currently recognize that the towers are in what you would call the first quarter phase.
Okay.
50%
Oh, quarter.
Luminath and Umbreth. The towers, they yeah.
Okay.
It's interesting to be back here again, where we all first met.
So when
In fact, literally standing but few feet from the first place that they met.
So what do we have to do differently?
Well, we just have to talk to your dad.
Well, I don't know how much Gonzalo can do. Gonzalo.
Gonzalo.
But he's a dad.
Didn't you work for him? You don't
Yeah.
remember his name?
Right.
Okay.
Yes. Well, I guess technically he worked for me.
All right. That's where we're going
I just
to
didn't.
start.
I just didn't know it.
All right.
When we left the city of glass, time was not the same.
Right.
So then,
We weren't sure how much
Time.
time had passed, so Zezeros sent us back to the moment that we had been pulled out.
Right.
time can work differently. Time is affected by what we do in here.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I see what you mean. So it can move as.
Way like in reverse?
Reverse.
I don't
I
know.
would presume so.
How do you make... Oh... Okay, I like what you're thinking.
There's a.
You mean to undo what has happened? To go back in to reverse the flow of time?
Yes, but to go back wouldn't be enough, would it? Because
I mean, it would be a start. Listen, I mean, I'm just going to say what we were told. part of the reason I've been feeling so out of my freaking mind. So Zezeros told us that we were the last timeline,
Right.
and our world is gone.
But
So we're still the last.
going back is really the only...
hold on, the timeline is still there.
I have a question.
Apparently so
I
does
also
Otto.
have a question. Please
you don't need to
go
read
first, Otto.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, so you know Uncle Jeb and stuff?
Yes.
Right. Okay, so there's like 2 different theories of time that we used to talk about. So there's one called
I wish I had popcorn. Go on.
one is called the
Yes, please go on.
So one is called the block universe, okay? And so in the block universe theory, we are all trapped in sort of this block stasis of time, which means all of our future, past, and presence is existing at the same time because you can bisect the block and go into the different parts of time, okay? So there's a second time theory called the growing block theory, which essentially means that because the molecules in our body change and are really hard to like quantify, that we are able to not have a fixed future. So basically everything that we do is creating the block, but the top of the part that you would bisect is the now part, and everything else happened is the past part. So there's no future in that block. So I think if the time theory here, I looked this up on YouTube.
I'm very proud of you.
Thank you. If the time theory works here, then basically past, present, and future exists at the same time. So it stands to reason that if the City of Glass is a stasis point in time, then we're able to go through different parts of time by cutting through it. Thank you, Uncle Jeb.
This is Morgan.
Cristobal's
Not Val
just
doing
looking
this.
at you. Just looking at you.
Cristobal, in some
This is who you should bow down to.
twisted logic, that isn't necessarily too far off, in that there are multiple timelines, but they're not always solid, right? You have already experienced in certain cases that time, especially when reflective of the Feywild, is weird, right? That it doesn't work the same. There's a weirdness to the Feywild in time. What Otto is speaking of is clearly they read something that somebody else read, that someone else read, and they're taking that as true.
No, it's oral history.
Yeah, for sure.
In this case, oral history.
Yeah. We don't read.
The owl and oral history of time.
But the big thing that they've really hit the head on is that time isn't linear and it isn't always decided. Okay. And that it's always changing. The one thing that we have talked about is that the City of Glass is a convergence point, and that's the point that Otto makes that sort of sparks in your mind.
Okay, I'm not sure how much of that I actually got, but I mean, I think I get what you're saying, and I like the direction that's heading.
You're very, very smart.
It's just Uncle Jeb. I just remembered what he said, and it makes sense, right? Because if the City of Glass is this, then we have.
The only problem I see in your conjecture, Otto, if I may, is that the Fetidborn are clearly tugging the strings of time.
Exactly.
You said that Zozezaraz would send you back to the time immediately when you last left.
Correct.
Were there any oddities?
Yes.
What were they?
That statue in my house's yard didn't not always look like me. It used to be of my great grandfather, Eric's.
Oh, yeah.
And they said something about me being what was it, fate-born or something. Like there was something, and I just nodded and smiled like I knew what they were talking about. I did not. So yes, there were inconsistencies.
If your ancestor does not look like you normally from your timeline.
Not normally, no.
Then the timeline that you were put in isn't yours.
I'm gonna choke you and kiss you.
Love you, buddy.
In a violent way.
Morgan and
Family
I,
show.
we are like brothers. We totally get it. If you dude, if you go back to the beginning of the last chapter, one of the first things I pointed out to you
did it.
I did.
It was there the whole
And there were a
time.
lot of them. They were peppered everywhere.
I hate
So Zezerel sent us to the wrong timeline?
Well,
I do not think that is the case.
sorry. I think what they're saying is as long as, yes, we can affect things from here, right? From the City of Glass or perhaps from the Gauntlet, but so can the others that are here. And if the Fetid Born are here, they can do the same.
Well, they're not in the City of Glass, they're in the Gauntlet, right?
I
Yes,
think.
but the gauntlet is...
In the city, or the...
Allow me to show you a image of the... I don't have one. I wish I did. So what I'm going to describe it to you as one of those little hands comes out of Gast's shoulder and begins to cast light through what looks like a membrane with another of their arms that brings
It's
it up.
just a dome. It's a half dome lid.
And it's a half dome lid, and you're getting a hologram, like you talked about last time.
You're doing it.
You're doing it. You're doing it, kid. You're doing it, Peter. What you see is a vast sea of astral stars.
Wow.
In the center of that is a circle, and that circle on the outsides there are two circles, a bigger one and one inside. The one outside, you can see the islands of Mechas and Toss in the world. There also appears to be some islands on the other side that look unfamiliar to you. In the center is clearly the gauntlet, because it's labeled the gauntlet. And there are little images of clouds of various gods that you have seen before.
Sure.
And Gas says, as you can see, the gauntlet is the center of the world.
Here's the thing. Hey Val. Hey man, this so educational. I think I'm gonna grab your hand. Hey man, I think I killed you for real. A different timeline version of you. It's not you, but I think, according to this, I think I killed you.
Well, it's just still a trial.
No, it's a trial. No. Hey. We're good. You're alive.
No,
But
the
that was
version
a-
of me you described sounded like
He was a
he needed killing.
Bad guy. I fully murked him.
Yeah, I know.
It wasn't you though.
I know.
There
all
are.
right.
It wasn't
I
you.
Remember the cave in the vault.
Yeah?
You fought. It was the Stormborn.
Yes.
They fought an ooze.
Yeah.
Right.
That was a prophetic cave. But you have not experienced these things.
No.
Wait.
Wait. I don't understand. Actually, I was following it and I
The
lost
glowworm
it.
caves. Every glowworm cave we've been to has had a nice big mural on it, and they were always different.
Yeah.
The last one that we saw underneath my city, underneath Lunarum, or underneath wherever we were, where we found the gauntlet, there were things about it that weren't right. Saint was there.
Yes.
We were fighting an ooze? No, was that the other one?
There was an ooze that was controlling animals of the sewer.
That's right, and there were big rats and crocodiles and such.
Yes.
I missed
You were not
crocodiles.
there. You were not there, but there was a smile.
Oh yes, the Cheshire Cat.
So the long and short of it is,
It's your dad?
no. It was a different time.
Yes. I understood that when I saw the prophecy.
Well, yeah, there's no teacher.
I just, are we all from different times? Here's the thing. Is there another Otto running around that doesn't know a Val?
If the theory is seemingly correct, putting what Otto said together with what Zosesaros has indicated, you have indicated to me, there are an infinite number of all of you.
Right.
Right.
But
But not.
I don't. But I think
But
we're
none
from.
from the one that
I think we're from the same time on the same timeline, because remember what Zozezaral said, which is ours is the last, and it was ours. I could be wrong about that, but I think it's ours.
Well, if everyone has their own time thread, that's another thing that Uncle Jub talks. He talks like, so time can be also like string, okay? Like, have you heard of the thing called, I don't know, the string theory?
Strings and blocks,
Strings and blocks. So basically, like, every choice you make.
This is my special interest.
That's Otto's TED Talk. Keep going.
Do not apologize.
Don't you ever apologize.
So every choice you make, if you decide to go left, there's a version of you that goes right.
Yeah.
Right? And that creates like an infinite ripple, right, of you. But that is of you. I have my own string.
Okay.
So could it be that we are plucked from different points of our strings and are brought together? Because my timeline being the last one doesn't necessarily mean that your timeline is that one.
Oh, I don't know how we could know that.
We can't, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know.
The time difference.
I think
The time difference of your travels.
Yes!
Oh.
I just, I playfully shake gas, like, yes!
You all moved in various forms and different distances
Yes.
into the ice cave, you've told me.
Right. Or just near the ice cave.
You indicated that your time was much further and distant than
Saints
Otto's.
or Otto's time, yeah.
That must be significant.
Right. So it stands to reason that we are from different timelines, and if that means we're from different timelines, and like your family, like that could have been my timeline for all you know that we went to with your family.
Yeah.
So,
what if we could combine those timelines?
What remains, though, is that we're here on this timeline, the only timeline that has any chance of survival, where we have all made every decision that we've made, and every other version, as Zozezaraz told us, has failed. Which is that's what the echoes are. The echoes are failed versions of Val. I'm sorry for referring to myself.
and I look at the other, like the Huey, Dewey, and Louie of Outlet.
But if we
you look at them different now, don't you?
we could converge the timelines. I mean, what if Zozezaraz isn't? We can change our fate. I broke their rules.
We have to.
Yeah, and
We have to, or
the whole point is
I
that
don't know
you
what
can
anything
change
is
your
anymore.
fate.
And I believe, if I'm putting together what you have told me, then the fetid born and the fetid father are simply using those changes in time to affect and counter the moves of Zozezaraz.
oh,
And because gods like Zozezaraz and Veilshin are unable to see the movements of the fetid father, they are not aware of their counter movements.
But they remind me what Thasha did.
Thasha picked us all up and dropped us someplace.
No, not to you, but to your world.
She blocked it off, or at least our islands.
Oh,
but
she
maybe
created
the whole
the
world.
storms
But the storms
to separate the islands.
and kept us safe from something.
And the thing you learned was that they failed in doing that completely, right? They in the middle of it, something went wrong and they exploded into the shards of obsidian that hit the land. If you recall, there was a shining avatar with a shield that exploded when they
But eventually
tried to set them off.
she did shield it.
She shielded the islands.
The islands.
Now I feel distinctly connected to the gauntlet now.
I mean, you got two of them. They do look good.
The fetid born are here.
I don't know how I feel about that. It'd probably
Right
be
now,
too much to
the
ask for them
gauntlet
to choke to death on the rain.
is
but-
still connected to the rest of the world, to these timelines. But what if I could cut it off like Thasha did, one isle to another?
Separate our worlds and the fetid born.
Separate all the gods. Keep them in here.
Right.
But
it does not solve the issue of I heard you. I think that is a good point. But at the end of the day, we need a place to go back to.
Yes.
And if I am to understand your theory, which Uncle Jeb very clear, very impressive.
he's very smart.
Is it possible for us, if we are the last timeline, as Ozezaros said, but we are all from different timelines, does that mean we are our own timeline?
Yes.
Or can we create a reimagining of our world based around our timeline?
Otto is so electrically excited by everything you just said. He is he's puffed up in a way that he looks. He's just puffy. He's a puffy bird.
Right. Look at. Forget time for a minute.
Yeah.
Forget it.
Forget it in the garbage.
Look at it as we as individuals that create their own world, right? The choices you make create your life.
Yes.
Yes.
The essence of will.
Yes.
Yes.
The essence of will. And so, if we are the strongest, best versions of ourselves, the essence of our will could, in theory, be used to create our own world in which we are. I don't know how to phrase this. The focal point.
Yes, we are now.
The convergence.
Oh yes, the convergence.
What? Okay.
Well, we are the convergence then, by that theory, right? So if we're the convergence and we are the now, then we are the growing block theory. Thank you, Uncle Jeff.
I am getting a little lost, but I like the idea of giving us somewhere to go back to.
I think once that which is meddling with the timelines
Yes.
is cut off from it,
Okay.
that those timelines will restore. You'll find a different time and place.
So you wanna?
The timelines are not gone. They're still there.
My concern, I think, is I know that there's gods that are kind of awful and in our business and stuff, and I don't love that. But at the same time, you're a god, and I don't. If you're saying that we have to be separate from the gods,
Well, just so that they don't interfere, so that you choose your own fate.
Well, yeah, but also Bahatha and stuff, and
You could still reach them, so to speak.
Really?
I think so.
Well, as long as I'll still be able to reach them, then I'm good.
Bahatha.
Cutting off. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Cutting off. What are you suggesting? You're suggesting that you say that everyone, the fetid born, are here right now, here in the gauntlet, or
Yes.
here in the City of Glass?
They're here in the gauntlet.
And you're suggesting cutting off, closing all the doors on the gauntlet,
Yes.
leaving the gods trapped here, but also keeping the fetid born here as well.
Yes, we can deal with the fetid born.
That is a unique solution with its own possible failures, but better than the alternative.
What's the alternative, Gast?
The world remains ended, and the gauntlet is open for business.
I see.
Or, and theoretically, you could go back to your world, or you could stay here.
So, here's the thing. I don't know, if everyone we love and care about is here in the City of Glass, and all of you are here with me, and my family is, and everybody else, I don't know, if home is people and not a place. I don't know, I think the gauntlet's pretty cool. I don't know, we should probably have a world or whatever, but I'm just saying.
Otto, I love you.
I love you too.
If we can make it right again, we need to.
Yeah,
Everyone, everywhere.
you're probably right.
This love that you have for each other,
Yeah.
for all of us, it transcends time, space. If the fetid born are what caused it to end, if they are cut off from it, your love, your connections are what will restore it. The world that you knew, the timeline.
I believe you because I don't have any choice, but okay, I have no idea how.
Yeah.
It's the flow of time. It's the changing tides. I can see them now. But
Tell us what you see.
I can close them off, right? I can close them off in here. The choice that you need to make is whether you want to be in here as well.
With the fetid one?
With you.
You can go back to your homes, wherever you'd like to go. When it's sealed. And we can certainly address the issue of the fetid born. And the gods, they're all fighting each other anyway. They're all
Leave
going
them
after
to
each
be
other.
consumed. Sounds
What?
like a fitting punishment.
What?
The gods leaving the. Here's
The fetid born.
Oh.
To fend for themselves.
Oh, okay, yes, I thhough you were saying the gods as
Yeah,
well.
I'm like,
was
I don't want the
whoa,
gods to be
Gaz,
consumed.
that was very dark.
I was so scared. I was so scared.
But what were they?
Gaz is going evil.
But otherwise, I mean, you saw them. They're fighting each other up in your world and destroying it in the process.
They care not for our concerns.
Yeah.
Okay.
It makes sense.
I mean, I don't know the first thing about.
If what Father said is correct, in that collectively you are a convergence, then your collective timelines are the solidifying point. Perhaps, and forgive me, goddess.
Higher being.
That's exactly it.
Higher being.
Yeah, it is.
7 times.
If you are a higher being and can cut the fetid born off from the world, then it makes sense if all of you were to be cut off from the gauntlet, that your timelines would solidify now that the fetid born were cut off from manipulation of the timelines they are so well aware of.
I see.
If you lock off their vision, they cannot make. If a man who is blind cannot walk in a straight line, they cannot make decisions. It is hard to throw an axe and hit a target if you cannot see it.
Right. You may think that it's what Otto was saying, time is not linear. Right? So even though the world has been destroyed, it's only because they've access to it. They've done it.
So if we cut off access, that would restore our world, is what you're saying. And now that you are a super ascended being, you could do that?
It would also cut you off from all of us.
No, wait, hold on, wait, no, wait.
You would be trapped within.
No, but we just, what do you mean? Like,
I'm asking the question.
I don't know exactly how it works. Maybe I could still reach you in other ways.
Prophecies. You are now the god of prophecies.
did you just say
Those continue to exist in the world.
I will find a way to reach you, no matter what.
You promise?
I promise. Though at what cost?
That's another piece.
Huh?
We're losing another piece of us.
Yeah.
Oh.
But for the greater good.
for those we love.
Well,
But isn't
Love.
this who we love?
love transcends time and space, so as long as you hold that love, I'll still be with you. Just in a different way.
All right.
Okay.
We can start the process of finding out how to do this, finding out what we need.
Where do we need to?
We can cross these bridges when we come to it. We've got work to do.
Do we go somewhere?
I don't.
Like you're.
I mean, go wherever you'd like to go.
I don't
think
accept.
I can.
I don't accept losing you. One way or another. So, let us figure out that we can even do this string block, whatever. I don't understand it totally, but I trust you.
They know they can do it,
Yeah.
but they wouldn't have suggested it.
Yeah, you.
If we wanted it to happen, it would happen.
I believe, and forgive me, goddess,
Euri.
Higher being.
higher being, if I am putting words in your mouth, but the choice is them or the ones you love.
Yes, you could go back home right now.
What about them? I'm just looking out at everybody.
They'll go back. They weren't here. They weren't supposed to be here.
Can I stay in the gauntlet with you?
If that's truly what you want. But what about the rest of your friends who need you as well?
But if they're gonna go back to their family.
Oh. KoKo.
KoKo, what I said earlier, like the power that was granted to me, it's within you too, do you understand? Our parents, where we come from, all of this that has happened, their ascension, you're an archfey too, and so that means you can break the rules too.
So cool. Can she visit?
I could come visit.
Can KoKo visit?
Maybe
This world is so confusing. I don't even know the rules in order to break them.
All rules are knowable. By the definition of rule, one must be able to know it. So you may not know the rules, KoKo, but you could discover them. I would be more than happy to help. Me too!
Oh, Slushy's still out. That's good.
I'm here.
Hi.
I'm very quiet because I'm also very, very confused.
I'm very good. I give you a beef jerky.
Oh, so good.
KoKo. I mean, I suspect I'm not the only one who feels this way. But you are my family. You are my family, and you are my family, and you are my family. And you, Gast, and you, Slushy. These are my family too, and I need to protect them, and I need to do what I can to make sure they're all right.
There's a gentle hum in the distance.
But if you think you're alone, if you think we're all gonna go off and live our lives without you, never.
You're my best friend.
But you will. You'll go live with your family.
I
You'll go
just-
find Uncle Jeb Jeb.
I just.
And you'll do all the things that you're supposed to do that I really don't think you want to do.
Exactly.
In your family, but you're going to do it because you're loyal and you want.
KoKo, here's the thing. I just want to know they're safe. And also, what a joy it would be to have you come down into the deepest, darkest depths of my cave and meet all of my siblings. I have so many, and I know they would love you
I've
so
already
much.
met like 3 of them.
And I will not leave you. I don't have anywhere to go.
And remember...
I guess we had that in common.
Well, remember what I said to you when you were at your pea bush? Do you remember? I said I would never leave you. Like, I know this scenario is, but I said that, I promised. You were crying in the rain, remember? I won't leave you. If you want to stay in the gauntlet, I support you. I'll stay with you. Because I'll know my family is safe. But I'm never gonna leave you, KoKo. Ever, ever, ever.
I didn't know who I was until I met all of you. I was just some idiot fumbling around. If you think I'm letting that go, or you think I'm going to go back to whatever I was before that, nah.
I have watched you all be thrown about by the gods, dictated which way you needed to go, dropped in the middle of nowhere. All I want is for those that I love to be able to live their lives and to make choices for themselves.
You said that, I'm gonna back up real quick. You said that you can, ideally, based on your abilities, which are, by the way, like, very cool. They're really cool. You said that you can block off access, but we'd still be able to contact you in some way?
Why not? Yeah, I'm a trickster. I'll always find a way.
There are no rules for someone who can break them.
So I think this idea might be okay if we don't lose you either.
Well, you're
right?
the only ones that know I exist, so who else am I going to speak to?
People will want to know you.
People will worship you. It's going to be weird.
You think so? Are you going to spread the word?
Oh, no, not me. Cristobal's on that. Maybe.
I will help him spread the word.
Jeez.
Is it okay if I help spread the word? It's okay, I'll spread the word too.
Well, the word is... I don't...
Yeah.
The word is pick your own fate. Follow your
can
own.
I believe in them?
Even who?
Euri?
They're right there.
I mean, that's the thing. Am I supposed to worship you now?
No.
If you're saying that I'm like you, I'm not a god.
You could be.
Oh.
Your mom is.
It doesn't look very fun.
Right. It's entirely up to you. I don't feel like I really had a choice to begin with.
A Mab and Failshin and stuck in the gauntlet now too?
Yeah, everybody's here. Big old party. Big family reunion, to be honest, for y'all.
I mean,
Yeah, Euri, when he asked that,
They're not here.
they are not here.
at the end.
What?
I mean, they were.
They're not here,
They're
but
probably back in the Feywild. If
I'll
I'm
get them back in
Because
here.
coming to our
Because
plane
the Feywild is a different
was
plane.
really the only thing that made them gods. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, but listen, they're gods now, and they're not going to be interfering either.
Well, then you have to be.
If I'm locking it up, they're all coming in here. I will figure it out.
If Euri Mara blocks off the world of gods, we're going to need some new ones.
I feel it.
Slushy also sort of.
I know. Come on, you guys.
What happened? Oh God, I have so many questions, and some of them I don't even want to ask.
It's better when you can use your own powers to
I
affect.
believe me, I totally agree. But I'm what about the Primogeny?
Well,
Oh, they're in here.
All of them?
2 are missing.
I'll get them in here.
Let me guess.
Guess.
Sharon Ka.
Correct.
An Aether?
That is correct.
You should be the god. You know stuff.
That's Morgan.
the
Val's
god of
intelligence is a 12.
knowing
He's not a
stuff.
dummy, but he's not great.
Well, if how does somebody turn into a god anyway?
Oh, 3. Apologies. Isoth is also not here.
We don't
They
know
are
that
technically
one.
a primogenity.
The Viper. Those poison.
Oh.
God of
The
Venom.
one they killed in Broken Ring.
The goddess of venom.
You have
Yes,
to
yes,
absorb one of the elemental essences.
I see.
Did you want to absorb them? Did you do that on purpose?
Well, that's what the
I mean-
prophecy
Look like
said.
I mean, lumber. It's a bit funny.
You saw the vision. It was definitely accidental. It's
It-
definitely not on purpose.
That just happened.
But how do I know that an element will want to be absorbed by me?
Well, you could just take it.
Well, how do you know what element hasn't already been absorbed by you?
I mean, I'm icy, but I don't feel like a god.
I don't feel like a god either.
Yeah.
So if I'm a god, I want you guys to be gods. I don't want to be a god by myself.
Maybe once you become a god, you can make us gods.
Yeah, like a god pyramid scheme, and we'll make other people gods, and they'll make other people gods.
No, enough with the
I'm
gods.
sorry.
Unless you're getting locked in here
No, I'm
with
lightning
me.
them. Wait, you're doing it now?
No, I'll.
We're not doing it now.
I'll wait when you're ready.
I'm not
Do
ready
you want to
yet.
go see Gonzalo while we're here?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I kind of feel like you might need it. Don't take it personally. I'm worried about you.
No. That we had our time.
Okay.
So now what?
So, like, I'm still kind of stuck on, like, the idea of us splitting up. So,
We're not going to split up.
I know we're not.
If you are correct in that all of your timelines are a convergence, it would not make sense for you to split up.
Well, we can't. I mean, I promised.
I have to converge the timelines and put you back wherever you want to go. You just have to decide.
Are you not a part of the conversions?
Well, they're a god now.
In none of the prophecies that I am aware of or have seen does Euri Mara exist.
Someone has to keep the gods in line. And I gotta go find some of them that are meddling in affairs that I care about.
And you know, the more people who worship Lumbra, they gave Lumbra more power. The more people on our timeline that remember and worship Yorimara, not as a god, but for the sacrifices they are willing to make, the closer they will always be with us.
Yeah. Euri?
Oh no!
Euri!
Am I a god already?
I am so sorry. I got sidetracked.
That is the most God of Progress thing that's ever happened.
That is so messed up.
Yeah, it's real messed up.
So far, I was like, that's a new god power.
That was awesome.
Well,
I'm
was
just gonna say that was pretty awesome. I don't know how you made
I
that
don't know
happen.
if you guys heard this, but yeah.
Siri was like, hello?
Yes.
Yes. Sorry, get back
You've
into
been
it.
mispronouncing my name this whole time.
Siri.
The E becomes an S. In Feywild language, an E looks like an S.
Oh boy.
Ah, yes, the realm of Apple.
Oh my god.
Okay. I'm gonna get back into it. Okay. So, Euri.
Yes, I'll tell.
Sorry.
Wow.
I don't worship you, but I love you. I love you very much.
Oh yeah, that's the second one of those that's happened.
I see. if there is a way for us to maintain connection, and you can still teach me a few tricks, I'd be very interested in that.
I love you too. I will always be connected to you.
Always be connected to you.
It doesn't matter where I am.
I don't want you to go, but I understand. And here's the thing. If ever I need to reach out, I know you'll be there.
Always.
I'll be there too. Oh boy. So like.
Plus, I mean, now you know a god. I mean,
Yeah.
intimately, if you want it.
Sure.
What I love about the new god is how humble they are.
You know,
Euri was many things. They were not humble.
and look, it's like, I know court life. I'll just hold my own court here at the gauntlet.
Yeah.
A court of unruly gods. It's really no different than the Feywild.
Probably.
Sounds like it would make a great play.
And there was always... we were able to travel away from here with a mirror. Perhaps one day we can find a way to travel back.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll find a way.
So, I pledge myself in love as, maybe spreading the word of you so that you can, do God stuff. But I love you, and I like to be your cleric.
Wait. Can I roll a history check to remember what those bongs are?
Sure.
Do I have any advantages?
Morgan, you have advantage from the black Kari.
That's by Kari. I'm actually teasing at history. 19.
There are often trumpets and fanfares when gods are invoked, and their domains are energized.
Okay.
I thought this was a clock thing.
It's
like
not.
the
It's
sun
not a
moving
clock
around.
It's not the clocks.
Okay, it's not a regular. Okay.
No, it's more of
Your
a
time
harmony.
is running.
Yeah, I would have also identified that towers were changing.
Got it. Yeah.
Yes. Very
This
true,
is
very
more
true.
of a
Tick, tick,
general
tick.
area around you that is sort of vibrating
last
when clearly the
Boxcutter.
word love is used.
I'm so sorry.
How dare you not know?
Octavius Boxcutter.
Octavius Boxcutter,
Yes.
you may transform every sorcerer level into a cleric level if you wish at this moment.
Whoa!
Poof!
It would be my great honor.
What level cleric would that make you?
2 or 3.
That would make me a level 3 cleric.
Level 3? If you choose to do this, you have the options of the following domains.
Wait, I'll tell you.
Oh yes, I'll let your gods tell you.
And I feel like little images pop up with each one, or around you. There's death,
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
life,
Oh, that's pretty good too.
light,
There.
Pretty good.
trickery,
Okay.
twilight,
Interesting.
moon,
Oh, it's pretty good too.
night,
Yeah, same as dark.
and love.
I'll be a cleric of love.
That would also be a custom domain built by this guy.
Well, I love you, so that is my domain.
Surena,
Yes.
you want to transform all of your sorcerer levels into cleric levels.
I would love to transfer all of my sorcerer levels into cleric domain love.
I was like, I need to hear it.
Well, I just want a consent of a player's choices.
Huge.
Absolutely.
Yes, I would love to. Yeah, level 3.
What does that
Seal
mean?
it with a hug.
She's 6 levels rogue, and she was 3 levels of
But what does
sorcerer.
that mean, being somebody's, like,
I mean, she's technically a worshiper.
Worshipper, like I worship.
Clerics commune with their gods.
Oh, they
That's
have a
where their
direct.
power
Oh, they have a direct. That's like saint.
Yes.
I
How do-
feel it.
How to love? Never mind. Then we'll save that for the short run.
The power of love. I feel stronger already.
The air around you begins to reverberate with that small boom that you heard before.
I think it's good that they'll have a direct line to you, and
Yeah.
we'll figure out a direct line. Because
Well, we'll always be connected. By blood. And by love as well.
And also, you're a rule breaker too, so you could probably visit.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But also, it's just good because power corrupts. It's inevitable, and you will need a stronghold to keep you.
Grounded.
You'll keep me grounded, I'm sure.
Yeah, if you start acting out, we're gonna come back and we're gonna kick your ass.
I know you will. I believe it. But like I said, if my domain encompasses love, that'll always keep me connected to you. You all have my heart.
It's hard to think. It's hard to think. It's hard to tell myself I'm not losing another friend.
I have much to learn about love, and I will be excited to have you as a teacher.
It makes me very happy, Cristobal. I've always been impressed by you. And you have to teach me a little bit of your fashion game. You've always promised.
Well, if you ever need a god of fashion, I'm available.
Dude.
So you could reach out.
I have to outshine these other guys in
No,
here.
of course, they look terrible. It's not gonna be hard.
As my god, my love. So 2 thoughts. One, we get to do this together, you and me. I'm pretty excited about that. And if we're gonna follow, or I don't know, keep you grounded, right?
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
keep you, on the up and up, because that's what love is. Sometimes love is tough love.
Right, but I get to celebrate a little bit first, right?
Yeah, no, yeah,
Right,
yeah,
right.
totally, like celebrate,
yeah,
celebrate.
pop off.
Yeah, pop off. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Just pop off. It's
yeah.
fine.
Pop off.
Fine.
But I think that with this, I want to tell you, and I guess everyone here, my most guarded secret.
Are you sure?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, because I don't need that shard anymore. What I need is here, in this room, in this now. And I just want to let you know, and you, that the secret that I saw, my secret, is that there was an egg brought to the caves, and I was that egg. I don't know what I am exactly, but I am so excited to find out with all of you. And I needed you to know that I am not sure if I'm an owland or something different, which is sort of this,
It does seem to be changing.
Otto, as you unwrap your wound and show it, the burn is gone.
What happened?
Whoa.
How are you feeling?
the same?
You feel, I mean, if I can imagine if you had a disfiguring burn for a very long time, and now that that's gone,
I mean, happy, but
you would
physically.
feel physically the same. Yeah, it doesn't feel any different to you,
Yeah.
but the
It
burn is
doesn't.
gone.
Feel
But it's not hot anymore.
Doesn't feel any different when I change.
Okay.
Well, I don't know.
That must be good news.
I just, maybe it's just news.
Right.
Are you saying that Otto might be a changeling?
I've seen you change multiple times. In
Did
front
you
of
come
us
out of
all.
an egg?
Did you come out of an egg?
Did we come out of an egg?
Did you guys come out of eggs?
No, you
Does
did not come
anyone-
out of eggs.
All right.
No,
I mean,
you did
okay,
not come out of eggs. You are not third people.
then Otto's
I mean-
probably not a changeling.
Okay.
I don't remember my own birth, first of all.
Right, of course.
But I don't think.
You know, that you
was
hatched.
egg-based.
No, you'll remember if you hatched. That's your first memory. When you're a bird, that's your first memory, the struggle. Pecking out to the light.
So real.
Real. It's the realest thing I could say as a bird.
Very real. Very
My
real.
first memory.
Okay.
Yes. So, I don't know what I am, but I think that everybody here should know my secret. And that's it. The end.
Otto, the benefit of your secret is that your background changes.
My background changes.
Your what is your background?
Haunted one?
Correct. You are no longer haunted.
Wait, what?
You're no longer haunted.
What are you now instead?
I could. Wait, I don't have nightmares anymore. I'm not haunted anymore.
Correct. The sharing of your secret, the benefit of that is your haunted experience is removed.
Okay. So I'm not a phoenix.
I did not say that. That was what you said.
Phoenix.
I did not say that.
Like
I did not.
calculations.
Wait. No one said that you're not a phoenix.
Okay.
That is a.
I mean,
No one said that.
look at your arm reborn.
Oh, okay.
Out of flame.
I'm confused.
It's okay, me too.
Maybe you can regenerate.
Maybe I'm an ostrich.
Their neck elongates and their body grows. Their legs grow. They now are a large creature and look like an ostrich person.
Maybe?
Yeah, maybe I'm just an ostrich.
That doesn't look
or
normal.
a
That doesn't look natural
tiny
on you.
mouse.
Oh, no.
And the ostrich necks begin
say
to
tiny
shrink.
mouse?
Their legs shrink,
Hey,
and they are now a mouse.
Oh my god, you guys are so tall.
Yeah, maybe be an owl for now.
Okay, a regular born owl.
Okay.
Is there is there some type of a changeling that only turns into animals?
Not that you're aware of.
I'm not aware of much.
Well, you're a lot more aware than you let on to be because you got some stuff
Yeah.
right just now that was awesome.
Regular
Which means you were
Otto.
paying attention.
Maybe you're
Yes,
something
as,
new.
Otto, in all essence, if it is a natural animus, you can change into it.
Whoa! I'm an animorph!
Correct.
Oh my god. Omar's gonna be so excited.
Well, I mean, it's not that big a surprise to me. I've known you were special since the first moment I met you. So.
I mean, I think we all are. You're special, and I'm a weird little guy.
The weirdest.
Thank you. You're welcome.
like attracts like.
Yeah.
So, goddess, how do we do this?
Yes, that was a joke.
Gosh, your humor's getting like really good.
How and when and where?
Where do you want to go?
Wait,
God, I was hoping you weren't going to ask me that.
What were you going to ask, Cristobal?
Earlier.
What do you mean?
You
said
said goddess.
I said,
How
do we do this?
Oh.
Oh.
Where do we? I mean,
And when?
You tell me where first.
Where?
Anywhere we want?
Yes.
Well,
When?
I mean, the where depends on the when.
Can we take a vacation all together first?
Like in the caves? Do you want to go to the caves? There's
Cavecation.
lots of mushrooms.
Oh.
And bats.
Oh, I love that.
I
Do we
know.
know anything about the when?
The when is not clear to you
Okay,
because
that's
that's decided upon their convergence.
Okay. But
So we
it'll
don't have
be-
any control
But
over
it'll
the
be
when.
your world.
You will have ultimate control over it, but you're not consciously aware
It will
of
be
it.
your world unaffected by the fetid born and the meddlings of the gods I can wrangle.
So you can send us back to a world where Lucky is alive and everything is good. Without the interference of the Emerald Bank before Vizzy
Yes.
downfall. And then
Your parents.
Oh, that's a lot.
it's good.
I guess. There's so much unknown.
no, that would mean you could undo all of the deaths and issues related to the Fetidborn. My father is there governing your
Right,
city.
Oh.
right. Okay, yes.
Yes,
I mean-
that's true. We don't want to change that.
Well, someone else can do that.
But we'll still be together?
But would
Yes.
Gonzalo just be alive in the world then?
Remember, the City of Glass is a convergence point. People who existed there prior to all of this will continue to exist there.
Okay.
The
Okay,
Watchers
so
have already decided.
Gonzalo
gonna
is
say.
fine. Okay.
Right.
So, all right. So moving,
okay.
basically, she's not bringing anyone back to life.
Well, anyone that was caught in the apocalypse would be brought back to life.
Got it.
Got it.
Okay, so
Okay.
that's okay. So
I will.
yes,
I
good.
will go wherever you all want to go.
Wow.
If you wish to go see your family again, or Uncle Jeb, I would love to meet them.
There's so many places.
Things that will
there.
probably remain true. Thasha still gone.
Yes,
Storms won't be there,
correct.
even if we go back prior to her absorption, yes? Okay.
Wait, though, if we go back, we're at a weird place, right? Because if we go back, then your sister and they won't know
The Fetidborn are still a problem.
you.
They're just cut off from the world. So you
They'll
can go
be
about it
here.
and figure out the issue without any interference
Get
from
some
the
time.
gods.
But I'm just saying that you'll have to re-meet them, your family again, right? Your sister.
Essentially, you would go back in time to the point before the blood moon.
Yeah.
I do have a fear
Tell me more.
that I do want to spread the word that of the god of love. Or wait,
Changing
what
tides.
are you? Changing
tides.
tides. Thank you. There was so much love talk though.
Or the Prince of Seduction, if you
Yeah,
choose that
yes.
Many people
Or
will
the
refer to them-
heartbreaker.
I
just
don't use that one.
Too soon.
I want us to spread that word, but also I want us to be careful because if we have a connection to you and the Fetidborn are where you are, then people will come after us potentially or try to get to us through you.
Or try to get to you through us.
No, they'll be stuck in here.
But you just never know.
Yeah.
So we just have to be cautious.
It is also a choice that the Fetid Father will not be able to see.
Oh, that's good.
You are
They
a new
won't.
creation.
They what?
They are a new creation. and the choices that they make cannot be seen by the infinite view of the Fetid Father.
I don't know where to start. I feel like there's so many things to consider. Cristobal, what do you... I got nothing.
I have nowhere to go. So wherever you wish to go, I will go with
We'll
you.
stick together.
Do you want to?
Well, if Ashar and Ka is still out there, we probably shouldn't go far from Mecca's, because they already took out part of the city in a massive fireball. And if they're not here, that means they're there. So...
I really want to go home.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
I was just wondering if you still have that little sculpture you made of me.
Yes, of course. And KoKo pulls it out. I've actually been working on it a bit more.
Oh,
Wow.
You change a lot.
I do. What does it look like right now?
I don't know what you look like right now.
I look like Euri now, like the true form with all pale and lithe.
They seem to glow.
Yeah.
A pretty bright glow about them that's just sort of natural.
Can we say that you've found a little glowworm and it's inside of it, so it's glowing a little bit?
Sure.
I can also do
Aha!
that, and it starts emitting light.
Yes, good.
You're so cool, Cristobal.
You're so cool, Cristobal.
But it's still someone looks like Rhea.
Yeah.
Can I don't know. God
Very
stuff.
easily.
Okay.
Whatever
you don't even
you were
know what
gonna
I'm gonna
say.
say.
Whatever you are. Whatever.
I assume you're changing the statue.
Nope.
Oh, okay, then I
Well, I
then no,
mean,
then I take it back.
Maybe somewhat. No, I would like to put the persona of Rhea within this statue, so that it.
That is right. I did not anticipate that.
What?
Wait, what does this mean?
So you want to put a part of your godly essence within the statue?
It's just like
Just, I'm not saying like half a
just so
person.
that
I'm
it
just saying a
so
bit
that
of
the
you.
little statue can move and act like Rhea and say hello to you.
Absolutely can do that.
That is some Twilight Zone stuff.
Yeah, it is. It's also very cute, but weird.
I love it. That is weird.
Yeah. And so it just
I
like
love that you even
walks
thought of
back
that.
to me.
Yeah.
I wish that I could put part of myself in that one.
Maybe you should try.
I could go.
There are
No.
Oh, no. I could never do that.
Absolutely not. What are you thinking, Slush? I love you. You're staying here. You're part of the team.
There
Here's
are,
some more jerky.
There are no rules for you.
Yeah.
You does not hurt to try.
KoKo's
Throwing dice.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
fidgeting. I'm sorry.
I don't know. Try.
KoKo puts them together and they link their little fingers. Closes their eyes.
If
Is it working?
if I have like love domain here, and this seems like all
What are you thinking
sorts
about,
of love.
KoKo?
I'm thinking about an infinite bond. Like a infinity sign. And it's they're both glowing. But the glow comes from her statue to mine. And there's just a little pulse happening.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. I'm gonna have you roll,
Okay.
and we're gonna do wisdom.
Okay.
Can I like
You're
bless
pretty good at
bless this?
You certainly can give them, Josephine. You have given KoKo advantage.
Oh my gosh.
Your sisterly love
Yeah.
empowers this
Yay.
in this
19.
19. Wisdom, absolutely. As you, KoKo, as you close your eyes and you remember all of the good, bad, ugly, beautiful experiences that you've had with Euri, you remember that you do have family. It's not just Cristobal, Val, or Surena.
Who is also on
Good lord, don't
That
even know
happened to
why.
me
so meta.
1,000 times in campaign 1. I'm glad it happened to somebody else.
It happened to me. Sorry.
No,
And
I
Otto.
love it. One of
At a certain point, you become your
Otto's,
character.
Like, duplicates is like, yeah.
The one named Surena.
The one named Surena.
And Otto, I'm so sorry. And
He's like-
Otto, your love for them is strong, but your love for your sister is blood. And as we have learned, it is strong when water is involved. And it is that connection that you yourself put part of your essence within the statue. And it also does similarly as it sort of waves.
You're gonna get
It
into
walks over there.
You're gonna get into so much trouble. I'm gonna have to keep track of you.
All right.
Well,
We can... Well, if the storms are gone, if we can move freely between the islands, I don't see any reason why we can't go to Ato's Peak. It's just sort of a question of when. I mean, do we do exactly what Zozezaros did and just drop us exactly the moment after he picked us up from the Hanging Gardens? That will give us weeks to get back to Mechas before... No, we
I think it's a bit of an
Cristobal.
You left the nest.
Yes,
You fled the nest.
I did. The first. Thank you.
I get it. Yes, first to flee the nest.
I did. That was me.
How long were you supposed to be gone?
Well, that's a really good question. Well, so vanguards usually have it's 3 years, and then you come back, and then it's another 3 years, and you come back, and it's 5 years, and you come back, and it's 7 years, and you come back, and the idea is that you're supposed to just you get better at bringing knowledge back. So it's a shorter time because we're new vanguards, so we need shorter time to deliver knowledge back to the nest. Does that make sense?
Of course.
That's also why we talk about time a lot.
Of course.
But time works backwards?
Wait, so we
So the bigger amount is a shorter amount?
It is
No, the
auto-
bigger amount is the time that we have to gain knowledge. So we could be away from the nest that long.
I
No.
think I see where you're going now.
I think that the time cannot be determined because you'll be converging timelines here. It will be before disaster, before they've messed with it, but...
As if from my own lips.
It's a bit of a risk. We'll be far, but there's certainly a lot we can learn there. We can gather our strength, gather our friends. We were told, remember, that Uncle Jeb is perhaps not...
The moot! Sorry.
The moot. Strix might be on task somewhere. There is a lot. So my only fear is that we maybe won't be able to get back in time if Megillon is still coming to the Lake of Dreams in a matter of time. I'm just going to say it to say it.
Well, we have a god on our side now, so
Yeah.
maybe that's.
What
gonna
are
be
you
enough.
afraid of?
I'm afraid of
Megillon?
leaving Toss to be vulnerable if Megillon's still coming.
He's in here.
Mm-hmm. As far as you know.
He's
Right.
in here.
Right. Okay. He's
Wait,
here.
what
He's
do you
here.
mean as far as you
He's
know?
here.
I mean,
You're right. I keep
I
forgetting
described
that.
it before. They
I keep
can't
forgetting that.
identify which Fetidborn are here, but they feel that corruption.
Right. Sorry. Yes. All of my stationary points are getting
Yes.
mixed.
So let's go to Ato's Peak.
Yeah?
You'll bring back all sorts of knowledge, and I gesture to all three of us, and Gast and Slushy, and
Yeah.
We'll talk their ear off.
I have never been to Toss.
Gas, can I see your hand real quick?
Yeah. Introduce him to
Which
Gas.
one? And they offer these two, and then
The more, public hand, and I take...
all the other ones sort of disappear.
Those
Private
are private.
This, I don't know if this is gonna hurt, but I just need you to have a scar in your hand like everybody else, okay?
Okay.
Just what I'm gonna do, you already know my secret because of Cristobal, but I'm just gonna count to 3 and I'm gonna slash your hand.
Okay.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. I mean, it parts, but you get the feeling that they sort of allowed that to happen.
Yeah. Okay, now you're good. I will not be arrested.
Oh.
Don't heal that.
Don't heal that, leave it.
Does it need to bleed?
No. It could just be scarred over.
Okay. And they close it ever so lightly, and it looks like a scar. Is that okay?
Yes.
Yes.
Will you tell Uncle Jeb about me?
Of course. Absolutely, I will.
Right. Go on.
I think that he'll be so excited to just learn about how, like, I don't know, cool you are and stuff, but also just like everything you've taught me. And
Right.
how I feel about you.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Is he the protective sort?
He is a general and a professor.
And an uncle.
And my uncle.
Although
Right.
you indicated that you came from an egg that was not his?
Well, yeah. But he's still basically my uncle.
Sure. Yes.
He raised
As
me.
they are your family.
I had one of those.
An uncle that's not your uncle, but is your uncle? Is it Failshin?
Oh, that's her father.
Is it Glentar?
Glentar the Centaur.
The mentor.
Oh!
Wait, there's a centaur named Glentar?
Boy, guys.
Who's a mentor?
Don't get me.
He's
The
a
Mentor.
mentor.
Centaur named Glentar.
Yeah,
The Feywild is a fascinating place.
I want to go there someday too.
Me too.
I feel like we're leaving you alone.
Well, no.
I mean, we'll still be. We'll talk. We'll find ways.
I'll put KoKo on my shoulder. Little KoKo.
Can you walk with us for a while?
Yeah, until we have to part ways.
Yeah.
At least here.
I'll walk with you, yes.
Okay.
And we set off. HSP.
Oh, you're just gonna walk there from here?
We will
I
walk
walk
from
with
there.
them, and I feel like I hold their hands,
Mm-hmm.
and we kind of reminisce about the first meetings we had and
Yeah,
how they
I did not trust you.
I
were
didn't trust
not
you.
believing
Oh my
that,
God.
and reminisce about the masks and all the things that they went
I mean-
through, and
In our defense, I mean, who could have guessed that you were a god the entire time?
Yeah.
well, I sure didn't.
You didn't even know it.
I
Uh-huh.
kind of knew.
Would have been helpful.
At least that you were like special.
When you if you see Rillian, tell him I said hello.
Oh.
I never went anywhere. It's changing.
Oh, really?
Smoke.
Smoke.
Stay out of trouble.
It's
We
not
know-
really
we
our
know that's
style.
not really our
That's
style.
not really
Nah.
my style
You always
either,
knew
is
that.
it? It sounded weird. Sorry.
Can you tell Mara that I'm happy that you are connected again?
A swirl of shadow. You can tell me yourself.
Do you want to walk with us?
You want to walk with us, Mara?
I am already walking with you, but yes, I would love to
I
join.
feel like we've heard so much about you, but all I've seen you do is cut a hand off someone and.
Which honestly inspired.
Sure,
I
great
think-
moves.
And
Mara is a princess.
you're Princess Mara?
Ooh.
Yes. Some deign to think that I am a princess, but I am not the only one here.
It is so wonderful to meet you.
It's lovely to meet you.
Could you do me a favor?
Of course.
Could you bring her to my father? I am sure he will be glad to get to know her.
Yeah.
Because she's not Toshi anymore, and she won't be Toshi anymore.
Correct.
She can just live a life. A
Yeah.
good one.
Maybe she'll go back, just be an ungodded person.
But I mean, why? If love.
They are not part of our timeline.
Exactly. And if love surpasses everything, I know your parents loved each other.
Yes.
And I think they deserve that.
Yes. So, in fact, and I'm gonna take the necklace out that was my mother's. I'm gonna hand it back. When she wakes up, give that to her.
Of course.
It's very good.
Be a little gauntlet matchmaker.
Yeah.
Yes.
You parent trap his parents. Pretty good. Also play.
Great play.
It's a great play. Well, it's exhausting a little bit.
I don't know if I can do this, but KoKo. We'll just try it.
Just try it.
KoKo touches Cristobal where the necklace was, and an identical one appears. Maybe.
You try,
I want
and then
to.
it does, but it's
You
clear.
just tickle
It's
me.
clear. You do that, and it appears, but it's clear that Euri made that happen for you.
I do that.
Thank you. You are so powerful.
She's got friends in high places.
It's just so you have one and now she has one.
Yes.
Well, are you ready?
No, but that hasn't stopped all the other times.
Well, I'm a god now, so I think I kind of just have to push you into it, right?
Yeah, that is the way of things.
Gods are so pushy.
Yeah, talk to them about that, would you?
If I were a god, I would not be pushy.
Same. If I were a god, I'd be like, hey guys, whatever you guys want to do.
Yeah, I'd be like, just feel it out.
Feel it out. Yeah, like, just whatever it is, just do it, I guess, if you want.
You know what? If you want to do it tomorrow
Then,
instead,
like, wait.
Be more chill.
Don't do it today.
Yeah.
Take a little nap.
Yeah.
Everyone
Take a
gets
little
anxious.
hole.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You would simultaneously the best and worst gods ever. No guidance, because that's what people could pray to gods for. But you could be whoever you wanted.
Cool.
Yuri takes one hand as if they're reaching into some sort of invisible strings in the air, and they go to each of you.
You like cat's cradle.
Yeah, it just and the gauntlets kind of appear on their hands, and they give you each a kiss on the head, and then the lips, the beak for Otto, and kind of just closes almost like curtains around you.
As the curtains close, a prophecy is heard.
Oh boy.
From apocalypse and demigod's demise, a new god rises, changing tides. In the city of glass, lost memories stir. The archfey seeks love's whisper to incur. Joining heroes, a journey bold, finding love, old tales retold. With water surrender in a crucial fight, light, shadow, and water unite. Eurimara emerges, tides command. Keeper of the gauntlet, fate in their hands. From darkness and light, a power anew, in tides that change, a world renewed.
Love y'all. Oh my god.
I have one last thing here.
Okay.
To be or not to be? I don't think that's the question. Sitting at this table with these players, running them through gauntlet after gauntlet, watching them discover our characters and develop our friendships. I think that I've learned that the question is not to be or not to be, but a statement. Humankind. Be both.
Thanks, Mom.
Thank you.
Thank all of you.
Whoa. We're about to do some improv now.
Yeah, some improv, yo.
Let's switch gears.
Oh my god.
Yo,
We should have done it at the
Yeah.
start of the show. We should have done it at the start of the show.
Oh my god, I can't get it.
Oh my god. Let's just get silly.
I
Let's
just be
get
silly
silly
little
with it.
guys.
get silly, and then the short rest is just gonna be us crying. Get ready.
Oh, I have no more tears in my
there you
tear
go.
bank.
No more tears in your tear bank.
No.
Yeah, I'm also.
Same list.
Same
Same list. You
list?
can use the same
I
list
have
as
my
before.
old list. We're sharing.
Oh, loved ones, at the end of each show, you know what we do. We read off the names of our certain higher level patrons in styles of their choosing. With Team Force of Light and Team Force of Shadow. Tonight, we're going to be starting with Team Force of Shadow, with an inspiration a little bit from Little House Journals. A little tweak by me.
Such a cute name.
Finding a Goonie-style treasure map and trying to make sense of the clues for Team Force of Shadow.
It's like us all the time.
No, yes, yeah, exactly.
So relatable.
Be careful with that 18th century law!
Wait, hold on.
What?
Is that like a tool mask? Like like hold on, let me just.
No, I think I heard something about this. I watched a show about the Black Kari, and in it, you had to like Oh God, what was it? I think it was.
It was the pirate. It was the pirate named Long John Failwaffle.
You think this is a map to their treasure?
Hey, you guys! I think I'm nuts.
We know.
Don't Lincoln break it! Don't Lincoln break it! Oh my gosh,
okay.
it's so thin.
Wait, that coastline. It looks just like right off of Avenue E with the black, right next to the Black Akari's house.
Oh, like
The one who made the show I watched.
Yeah, sorry, yeah. Yes, exactly.
Guys, girls, we gotta be careful. The last people who went to look for the pirate's treasure, they got abracadabra.
oh my god,
All
that's what
right.
happened to those other kids.
Don't be a gateway guy. Come on.
I
we
know.
can
I'm
do
just
this.
saying. I'm nervous.
Deho Judd. Deho
Thank
Judd.
so much.
Thanks. Do you know where the treasure is?
Idaho Judd.
So convenient.
I like that one.
I need to rewatch the Goonies. I don't know.
Great,
It was
great movie.
just
Great
like
movie.
that. It was just like
Pretty
that.
sure.
Like, we
No
really
one did an offensive Asian accent.
I think the 80s was just sort of like
Yeah,
I mean,
it
right,
really
pretty
was.
much. With Team Force of Light, I'm gonna I'm gonna pimp out Josephine just a little bit, because for Team Force of Light, I want us to
Gifts,
reenact
we're giving
something that
gifts.
you've basically done, which is explaining to all of us how to play Magic the Gathering.
Oh.
So I got 3 mountains. Is that good?
Yeah. Well, the mountains are gonna be good if you want to do a dungeon speed run, right?
Oh,
It's
okay.
more like You want to
I
like it's
see.
a quick ramp up, and then you're gonna
That sounds
shoot
like
a lot
a
of
good thing.
damage.
Right, direct damage. Okay, yep.
I
Uh,
not to be like a I don't know, a braba about this, but
I
I
don't know what that means.
only have lands. That's all I have in my deck is just lands.
Okay.
That's it. I can't do. I just have lands.
Well, maybe you could work like a festive life preserver where you like put your lands in your graveyard and then pull them out and
like she's
do
just
damage
making
that way.
it
Or
up.
you could turn your lands into creatures. Totally fine.
So,
I could do that?
So is this
Yeah.
normal? I don't know if I got like the same deck, but there's like angels and there's like a devil.
Oh
I don't
my
know. Is
God.
that like a devil's
Oh,
son?
you're playing a white-black mix
Oh
deck.
my
Oh,
God.
the Angel Devil
Yes,
Sin
my
decks.
favorite color combo.
Oh.
You get sexy vampires, you got sexy
Ooh.
angels.
He's
You
Yeah.
can't
very
go wrong.
sexy.
Love that.
Very, very sexy.
I think I got the Special City Racing Girl edition because it's just cars. And is that Vin Diesel? I think this is Fast X trading cards, actually.
Oh
This
yeah,
is
that must have been
Magic
that must have been New
So I got a
Capenna, the New
new-
Capenna set there.
I got a new artifact deck. Just jewels. That's
That's
the whole deck.
amazing.
It's not even
Just
cards.
jewels.
I mean,
It's just
you-
Like,
literal
not to be
jewels.
like
Little jewels.
unbearably loquacious, but like, what happens if
Yeah.
a Jumanji situation has happened?
Stop.
And
Like
that,
we go into the cards or the
Do
cards
we-
come out.
I think we go into the cards,
Right.
but sometimes they come out. They
Into the
come out.
magical land of Fendaril.
Yes.
And
Wait.
then we are the cards.
Wait, are you saying that the sexy vampires
I
and
just-
angels could come here?
Don't want to be Jumanji'd.
Wait.
in
Let's
this deck.
ask
Which is,
Josephine to
like,
continue to
you
tell
could-
us how to play.
Seriously.
Yes.
We don't know how to play.
You can totally be Jumanji.
Yes! Sexy vampires, baby!
Yeah.
Thank you, Team Force of Light and Team Force of Shadow.
Did we do them all?
Yeah, we did.
We did.
We are barely holding it together.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us this evening. Once again, thank you, players. Well done. Good wrap up. Loved all of the scene work that you did. Josephine, we love you.
I love you all.
So much.
I love
Thank
you
you
so
guys
much.
so
Miss you
much.
already.
We will miss you. We miss you already.
Listen, I'm not gonna miss you because I'm gonna still talk with you
Yeah,
all the time
fair enough,
online.
yeah,
Right? Yeah.
And
Yes.
every time I'm in the UK, you will get a text, and it's
Yes.
gonna be great.
And you know, when you're traveling to Europe,
Yes,
like,
yes.
it's
Oh my
like
gosh,
they're it's
I need to
like
go to
next
Edinburgh.
door.
So like,
Basically
yeah.
next
I
door.
think anytime we're recording, we'll just call you
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
leave
yeah.
it.
At 10
It'll be
p.m.
At
Yeah.
least, yeah.
Yeah.
You can fall asleep to it.
If I may, I have plans.
Oh,
Good.
of
Great.
course he does.
Of course
you do.
Good.
Gonna fly over on his private jet.
Don't
Morgan
give
has a
away my
yacht.
plans!
The yacht.
The
The
yacht.
wild.
yacht.
Still can't
Morgan
believe
has
I
a
get
yacht.
blamed for yacht rock. How do you guys not know what yacht rock is?
I know what.
We don't have yachts,
I've
man.
never
We don't
heard
have
it.
yachts.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
Look, I've got an ascot. I've got a nautical themed pashmina
kind of ass you
afghan.
got?
That's a reference to the
If
lovely
it's
island.
not on a yacht, is it really?
Is it
Whatever.
really
I'm
wrong?
on a boat.
I will say in the voice of Uncle, what kind of ass you got?
Very nice.
Deep cut.
That was a deep cut.
Deep cut from season 1. Thank you, everyone. As always, humankind, be love. Love you, Josephine.
Bye, Josephine.
It started. It started. It started. As a simple dungeon run. As a simple dungeon run.